Does society need men?
Yes and no.
No.
Just don't let it inflate. Just don't. Like, people, I get inflate, but I don't. Like, just don't let it, fuck.
USA is in debt. Everybody's in debt. Why don't we just print more money? And hold on, because I've heard the whole inflation, it'll go up topic. Well, just don't. Just don't make it go up.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down.
What's good, shout around? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
Does society need men?
Yes and no.
No.
So why yes and why no for you? And then I'll ask you why you said no.
Well, because in today's society, sometimes, you don't need the male to have a baby anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I would say yes
Yeah.
and no.
It's not like a moral thing for me.
Yeah.
I'm like we can exist without men only
Yeah.
because new research has been discovered of making egg into sperm, so we can reproduce without men. So it's not like a moral thing. It's more of like a like if men just died right now, could we survive? Yes, because of the new research that they're doing. They like it's possible for like lesbians to have like a baby
Without a male sperm.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they turned it into, a sperm somehow.
Wow. This just shows how lost modern women are without men. And mind you, this research that they're talking about, I guess, I assume that they are referring to in vitro fertilization. For one, IVF is being banned in many conservative states, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I just think it's funny. I think it's a funny slap back or clap back at the pro-choicers. And then additionally, this research that they continue to reference is predominantly done and brought to life, funded, and repeated in clinical trials by men. The doctors, the researchers, the scientists who are, doing these things, they're men. Okay, overwhelmingly. So, and not to mention how risky these new ways of conception really are. It's not 100%. You got to spend a lot of money. And I mean, it's absolutely hilarious that these women don't think that they need men when every single thing about them screams that they need a man. I mean, especially the big one. And at least she said, yeah, you kind of need men and you kind of don't. But the other one was just completely like, oh, well, we don't need men at all. I mean, these are two very dumb girls, and it looks like they potentially are on a college campus. So this is what the state-funded education system is spewing out of their esteemed universities. And, it makes you ashamed to have a college degree in this day and age.
Hey, so you know what I don't fucking understand? This is what I don't understand. See this? See this? See that? This. This is worth $50? This is worth $5? This is the exact same piece of fucking plastic. This is the same thing. We made up these arbitrary numbers. And then we said, we can't print more or else it'll be worthless. How about just don't let it be worthless? How about just don't tell anybody or just don't let it happen? We literally made this up. This is a construct we made up. Just don't let it inflate. Just don't. People, I get inflate, But I don't. Like, just don't let it, you let this happen. You let this happen. How about you just let everything else happen too? Why don't you just let stuff not inflate? Like, just deflate it.
Wow. Like I said, modern women are just not smart. They don't have... They're working off of a very small amount of brain cells. And it appears this woman is Canadian. What she doesn't understand about inflation is pretty much based off of the money supply. So when you increase the money supply, obviously things are going to have to become more expensive because you're basing the value of these, pieces of plastic, pieces of paper, as she called it, which is legal tender or an IOU, a note backed by, whatever the government is backing their money with. But, most of the time in this day and age, it is backed by the confidence of the government or maybe military might or oil. We know of the petrodollar. So, it's very funny that she's saying, well, just don't let it inflate while also advocating to print more money. I mean, these women have no clue, no grasp, no basic understanding of math or basic economics. And I would guarantee that this is probably like 75% of the modern woman, okay? Especially if they're, I'll say 35 and under. They literally have no idea how money works. They have no idea of the dollar's intrinsic value that is supposed to be backed by gold, which we're not on a gold standard anymore. And our monetary policy is basically determined by the Federal Reserve and whatnot, which has become extremely more political, at least in the United States. But as of Canada, I mean, the same principles still apply. The more you print the money, the higher or the increase in the money supply makes it so that you have to increase prices because the value of those dollars decrease when you have more of it, okay? So, I mean, it's really not that hard to understand, but it just seems like they can't get it. Their minds won't allow them to get it. And it just shows a low IQ. It shows that they're low IQ in many ways, in many regards, in many respects. And I mean, it's unfortunate. And like I said, a lot of these women are college educated and they will come around waving their degrees at you, but they can't even understand simple monetary policy. This is why most women advocate for UBI, Universal Basic Income. This is why most women advocate for things like increasing the minimum wage for fast food workers, which is absolutely retarded, but they still continue to support these policies. And, in many cases, they are contributing to the indebtedness of our nation, the indebtedness of our society, and individually their personal indebtedness when it comes to their personal finances. So, I really hope that they can get a grip on what's really going on when it comes to monetary policy and just understand basic economics, but I doubt it.
USA is in debt. Everybody's in debt. Why don't we just print more money? And hold on, because I've heard the whole inflation, it'll go up topic. Well, just don't. Just don't make it go up. Let's just get the printers going. Let's print some more money. Like, aren't we the ones printing money? Hold on. Let me really logically think about this. Do trees make paper? The paper is money. Okay, so we cut down more trees, snip, snip, and we print some more money. The world would be a better place if I was president. No inflation, nothing goes up. We just print more money. We don't just give it away, but we print it and then we're not in debt anymore. Because aren't we like a lot in debt? Okay, I'm not stupid. But like, for real though, should I go tell the president? Like, hey, I know we were having some financial problems. I just had a little idea. Print some more money. Isn't it just like that simple? I feel like so many world problems are just have really simple solutions. Like, what other, I guess the printers, they cost some money. Maybe labor for whoever's printing the money. I'll print the dang money. And then the trees, the ink. But other than that, hey, we got more money. Just don't.
Wow. Wow. Modern women are truly dumb. Like, she's literally walking into all of the dumb blonde jokes. I mean, this woman is completely just, I mean, she's stupid, unfortunately, ignorant, naive, whatever you want to call it. She's dumb. She's dumb. And we need men. This is why we need men, because the women won't tell her she's a dumbass, okay? Even if you have a woman who is, you know, she has a PhD in economics, she's not going to tell this woman that you're dumb as hell, okay? And that's what we need right now. She talking about the money comes from trees, and should I go tell the president? For one, the president does not control how much money we print. The president does not control that at all, okay? Now, he can try and work with the Federal Reserve to potentially get interest rates down and potentially decrease the money supply, and he can ask or demand things of the Federal Reserve, but at the end of the day, the Federal Reserve controls our monetary policy and our money supply. So it's not like you can just go to the president and then, you know, print more money. For one, Congress has power of the purse on if they're going to spend, and, you know, on passing budgets for the government. She absolutely has no idea how anything in life works. And this is how most modern women, especially Gen Z modern women, are today. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm really not coming across many women who just understand basic economic principles, and they keep on saying print more money, print more money, print more money. And this is why we are $36 trillion in debt. So at least you got that right. Aren't we in debt or something? Yeah, we are in debt. We're in debt to the tune of 36 or 36, damn near $40 trillion and rising. So, you know, with her idea, we print more money and that solves the issue. Actually, wrong, because I don't know why I have to explain this, but it seems pretty simple to me. If you print more money and you are a debtor nation and you're printing more money, then the value of your money goes down. And to pay those debts, you can't even pay those debts with that extra printed money, because now that debt has to increase. You guys see what I'm saying? We got, for one, the debt has interest on it. And then for two, if you print more money, it's inflation. So, I mean, dog, these ladies need help. They need to move back in with their parents. Move back in with y'all parents. Y'all are not fit to be alone in the world. Y'all are not fit to be on your own. Move back in with your parents. You are dumb as hell. You need help. And if you're not going to get married to a competent man, then you really need to consider moving back into your parents, especially if you can't afford life on your own. So, I mean, guys, what am I getting wrong here? Ladies, if you're watching this video, what am I missing here? Are most women this dumb? Do they understand inflation? Do they understand monetary policy? Do they understand increasing the money supply only creates more inflation? Do they understand that UBI, Universal Basic Income, increases inflation and contributes to more debt? Okay, do they understand that increasing the minimum wage for low-skilled labor? Yes. Fast food workers? Yeah. I love pulling up in the Wendy's drive-thru, but y'all low-skilled. It doesn't take high intelligence to flip some burgers and drop some fries. Let's keep it a buck. So, increasing the minimum wage for low-skilled fast food workers, do they understand that all that cost is going to be passed down to the consumer? Do they understand that the policies that they advocate for are making life more expensive? I would challenge and say, yeah, they probably don't understand it, because modern women, they've been told that they are smart and they're just super intelligent and they're better than guys and they don't need no man. But in all actuality, when they get alone with their thoughts, and she literally said, yo, I'm gonna try and think through this logically. Money comes from trees. You got the ink, you got the paper that comes from the trees. She literally thinks that the intrinsic value of the US dollar comes from a tree. Let that sink in. Young lady, get a grip. But you already know what it is. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship quest to the email down below with a screenshot of your Cash App so I know you're paying your tithes. Man, y'all need to be in your mark for getting with the BS. And you already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.